I made this collage for week 10 of Margarete Miller's weekly collage challenge. Hello, I'm Leigh and I make mixed media and junk journal videos that I hope will inspire you to get creative too. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you always know when I put up a new video. Hello and welcome to week 10 of Margarete Miller's collage challenge. Prompts this week are something related to sport. I've got a ticket here for World Championship Games, a gate or a fence. Out of this book I've taken an image of, it's a farming image and it's showing sheep being drenched, or dipped, so to prevent them from getting fly strike. A line of poetry or a song, so I've got The Wild Colonial Boy, and the first line is, "It's of a wild colonial boy, Jack Dowling was his name." So that's that. So numbers, got some numbers out of the index of an atlas, and I've got an old sticky note. Now this sticky note, I can guarantee you, is at least 25 years old. It's got nothing written on it, but it's something, when I left my job back in 2003, the company closed down and there was a whole heap of stationery that I brought home with me because it was going to be thrown out, and this was one of the sticky notes, and I've still got about another 15 or so pads of them, so I'm going to maybe stamp on that. So I need to do something with my background to begin with. And I think because we're looking at The Wild Colonial Boy, I might put some music sheet in. So we just use this one, it's really, really old. I'm going to just glue it down. I want that number there, so I'm going to glue it down this way and then just maybe even tuck that around. I'm going to use this nori paste, which is a bit like glue stick in a tube, in a tub I mean. I want to get rid of it. I've got so many different varieties of glues that I've tried out, and I really like to get rid of some of them. So I'll use it up rather than have it just sitting there doing nothing. Smooth that out a little bit with this ruler. And fold that around to the other side. So on the other page that'll just be like a little bit of a margin there. Now what am I going to do with this? It's all very neutral apart from the ticket thing. So I'm actually going to cut my images this week. So how's everyone doing? I hope you're all well and happy and being able to get a lot of crafting done. Been doing all sorts of things this week. I'm going to leave that torn. What's on the other side? I want this side torn as well. Now this is a sticker, I think. Oh no, it's not. It's a bit ugly, isn't it? I'm not that keen on that, but I think I'll put something else down on here. Something just to make this look a bit more at home. Maybe if I just mount that on the piece of envelope, the white edge might be enough to make it pop. I'm going to do that. See how it goes. I don't have to use it if I don't like it. So if I put an edge like that all around it, that should work the trick. Let's see if I can cut it straight. Easier said than done. Although I can cut straighter with these kitchen scissors than I can with my crafting scissors. For some reason, I don't know why. That's better. So that's lifted that up a bit, I think. And actually, I think I'll stick these numbers on here, but I'll ink this. I'm going to try and make it look older. So first of all, I'm going to start with some antique linen just to see what that looks like. And if that doesn't work, I'll use some walnut stain or vintage photo. It has made it look a little bit older, but it's still very yellow, so I'm going to put some of the brown on it. And around this. I'm thinking of a composition something like that, but I need to drown out this music a little bit. It's a bit noisy. So white gesso I think is what I'm going to use for that. Okay, so I've got some paint on a paper palette, and I'm just going to get some on my brayer and roll it on this. So I just want to knock that back a little bit. And I think that's enough. Now, do I want to put any gesso on anything else? Maybe over this ticket, which I'm still not in love with. So I'm just going to do that on the palette. Do things to dry. Why not a bit on that? I think if I put that there like that, and that other ticket, yeah, I can't remember how it was before I moved it around, but I'm going to join those two pieces together. What I want is the first line of that poem to be showing. Like so. So got those bits like that. I'm going to put the ticket on the bottom. Then I'm going to put that there, and that where? That has to come across a bit further, I think. Like that. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do to remember that. I'm just going to ink around this quickly. Because this is so neutral, I'm going to be looking for a pop of colour of some sort to put in there. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Be something. Maybe like that would work. Okay, so I'm going to glue that together. So I've got that there. Then over there, and then that there. I think that'll work, or maybe that can go there. I should have taken a photo of it because now I can't remember how it was, as usual. Just want that to be a little bit off kilter. I went to a collectibles fair today, and it's mostly all antique things, but I managed to find some old documents from 1947. Also Queensland Government Mining magazine, and that was from 1944? No. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it was 44. What else did I get? I got some wallpaper. Only cost $5 for the roll. It's almost a full roll. It's really nice. It's old. Yes. Part of it. It's beautiful. I've already used a bit of that in another project, which I'm not going to show you today, but I will show you a bit later on. What else did I get? I got a couple of foreign language books. One is a mechanics one, like a mechanical construction type one, and the other one is about the ballet, and I think one is written in Greek, and I'm not sure about the other one. But yeah, I was really happy. So I only spent $20 and I came home with a fair amount of goodies. So I ended up with about 10 of the documents. It only cost me $4 for those, so I was pretty happy with that. Okay, so now for a splash of colour. I'm thinking a bit of this purple deep violet ink would be nice. Just a few drops here and there, and get gravity to work, so I can just get it to drop off. Oops. Yeah, I think I want to smush that around a little bit. How am I going to do that without wrecking it? Squash it with a piece of paper maybe. Yep, that'll work. That's a good one. Didn't want that to happen, but that's okay. We'll call it a happy accident. Just going to spritz a little bit of water on those. That's it. Get them moving a little bit more. Then I'm going to lift the page up and let it run down. So I'm just going to put this palette underneath and just let that find its own way down to the bottom of the page. I need a little bit more encouragement from some water. And while that's running down, I'm just going to take a little bit of this white gesso and splatter it on there. Wasn't quite what I was intending to do, but and what I think I'll do is mop it up a little bit. Dry baby wipe here. Okay, so I'm just going to dab in there. Get as much of the moisture out of there as I can. Alrighty, now I have this distress marker and the colour is Dusty Concord, which I believe is purple. So I'm just going to go around the edge. Do I need more? Not sure. I'll just put some down here. Like that. Maybe just a few dots here and there. I think it needs some gold on it, some gold watercolour. So I've just added some water to this gold here, which is my favourite one. Yeah, that's nice. I love the gold and purple together. It's a bit like when you put purple and yellow together. It's a really good mix. I think that's enough. Alright, I'm going to let that dry and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's dry. This is dry now and I'm sort of a little bit unhappy with the way this is, so I want to put some more gesso on it, just in some places, just so my photos or my images stand out a little bit more. I'm trying not to go over the gold splatter. I don't want to have to re-splatter. Just want to mute this paper down a bit. It's funny how that happens. Like everyone loves to have music paper in their collages. Sometimes there's probably a better option. Might have to start using some of the scrapbooking paper that I've got hoarded. The stuff that I had to have and haven't used. Okay. Just gonna cover over a little bit of this purple. I mean, it's going to come through the gesso anyway, but just to knock it back a bit. And what I'd like to do is just scrape some gesso along somewhere, a bit like that, and maybe here. just need something. I don't know what it is. Maybe, let's have a look here. What about some mustard seed, perhaps? Just a couple of drops. It's very bright, but if it's on top of the gesso, it should knock it back a bit. Don't mind that, but just balance it up here with a little bit more. And just a little bit here. Just tapping on some little dots. I think that might have done it. That might have pulled it back in the direction that I wanted it to be in. That'll do. So something related to sport, which is the ticket that's under there that you can't see anymore. A gate or a fence. We've got this in the sheep drenching or dipping run there. A line of poetry or a song. So I've got the first line from the Wild Colonial Boy. I've got numbers, I've got my old sticky note here, and the bonus was something that starts with the letter C, which I haven't used. So I'm going to call that done. Thanks for watching me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what you think. I love it when you leave me a comment, and I love to reply to the comments, so keep them coming. So I'll see you in my next video. So cheers from Australia. Hooroo!